What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on FRC stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news. And I have to say that because of the lack of news, we don't see any major price action on this price chart. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that this asset right after it had quite harsh movement to the downside, it started to be in some kind of consolidation mode, and as you can see right here, it pretty much moved sideways during last several sessions. And my main assumption was that you shouldn't enter your long position because we had quite neutral indicators, and we didn't retest several major levels of support and resistances. And definitely right now we are still hovering at around $14 price point, and this range is pretty much neutral territory. But in general the upside potential might be quite lucrative, but we have to keep in mind one extremely important detail. So, and I will show you this detail in my technical analysis, and for now let's continue with the fundamental news. First of all, let me show you that this asset basically lost its support from the retail community. As you can see on stocktweets.com, on the watcher section, we don't have this ticker symbol among top 10 symbols. On most active section, we also cannot find this ticker symbol as well. This means we have lower support from retail community. That might also be quite a good market maker, so-called market maker, if they unite together. So, and let me show you other news. If you type in Google search bar FRC stock and switch to news tab folder, basically you will not find any news that might be a catalyst for this particular bank, for this particular ticker symbol. We have just several of them, and let me show you first of all this one. On March 30th we can find on Seeking Alpha this article that is titled First Republic Bank, Fed Strikes Back. And let me quote you the summary. It's safe to assume that First Republic Bank has become too important to fail, and the government along with the Fed would continue to back it in the future. At the same time, the expansion of various emergency lending facilities by the Fed ensures that there is a high chance that we'll avoid a systematic liquidity crisis. As such, I believe that the recent bank run has been contained, and investors should start exploring opportunities in the banking sector. So, I have to say that this article is quite interesting, and I will put the link on this article in the description below. But we have to be very cautious because with the anticipation of good news, from the technical standpoint, right now we see quite a bearish setup. And I will show you that in just several minutes. On top of that, let me show you this news. We can find it on TipRanks, and it was published just several days ago, and it says Congressman John Curtis sold these two bank stocks, BAC and FRC. And let me quote to this. John Curtis, the US representative for Utah's 3rd Congressional District, sold two bank stocks during the current banking turmoil in mid-March 2023. And let me quote to this information. Although the banking crisis had cooled off over the past 2 weeks, it is highly unlikely that the politician could have made any profits on the sale of these stocks. And let me show you this sales in details. As you can see, John Curtis, and by the way, we are on the capitaltrades.com. You can find all the trades that was made by Congressman. And here you can see that John Curtis traded on March 16th. Basically, he sold the shares of First Republic banks, and he disclosed this information on March 28th. And let me show you the details. Right here, as you can see, he sold this on March 16th, and right now definitely this asset is trading a bit lower, but we don't have any information that he bought it back. And let me show you this. Right here, let me show you a bit higher. He sold these shares, and he is up for about 63% in this movement to the downside. Definitely, he knew that this asset is still under the bearish pressure. And I also told you that somewhere here I made a video on FRC, and I also told you that we should break this range of support, and probably we will hover for a bit lower ranges, and it happened. I have to say that this range is pretty much neutral territory, and basically let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. And I have to say that this price action is pretty much a consolidation phase. It has a diminishing volume during this movement, and from its lowest point to its highest point, it had quite a decent price action for about 50%. But if we compare it with the major drop from the beginning of March, when this asset lost, let me show it to you, from the beginning of March till present day, it lost about 90% of its value. It is nothing serious, and definitely we have to see more pivotal points for the price action in order to make our own conclusion when this asset might be interesting to enter our position. But in general, let me show you that if I switch to daily time frame, you can see that RSI is pointing up, but we don't have a bearish bullish divergence on price action. We have a consolidation phase, and this means we are pretty much unloading the RSI. And if we switch to 4 hours time frame, you can see that RSI is pretty much in neutral territory. This means it can go either way, and all other time frames, 3 hours time frame, also has the same price action and the RSI action. 2 hours time frame, the same pattern, and 1 hour time frame is also absolutely the same. This means we have to be very cautious, and in my opinion, most likely with the anticipation of good news, we might break and hit. First of all, we might hit the range of support at around $11.9 mark, this yellow line, and it will be the 5th or 6th retest of this range, and most likely we will break it. And if and when we will break it, definitely it will be another leg to the downside that will form a proper bullish divergence on multiple indicators, and that will bring more potential profit to the upside for this asset. And right now I have to say that if this asset will not break this previous bottom, definitely we still have the chances to hit higher targets, and we should at least unload this harsh sell-off. And the first price target might be right here at $43.87. And from our current price, we might have up to 200%. But the second price target might bring you even 343% of potential profit. Definitely, the downside potential for this trade is quite high. Let me show you that from our current range, we might have up to 20 or even 20, yes, up to 20% of downside potential, but the upside potential is enormous, and that is why for risky traders you can start talking about your position right here. But if you want to have more confirmation, wait, and I think we should wait not longer than a couple of sessions. Probably we will wait till Thursday at most, and then we will see some pivotal points, and we will see some fundamental news that might be the driver for the price of this asset, and eventually we will see some patterns that will give us an opportunity to enter our position with less risks and more profitability. So I think from the technical standpoint, that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys until next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad.